Okay, my next segment, pulling out from where the Turners are. There's the 15 mile an hour. Oh, there it is. Where is it? So pulling out from the Turners, the way to get to the Mainses is you keep going forward down the same street. You come to a curve here. This is called the new section. And the Mainses are buried on the hill, they say, on the new section. So when you come here, you'll see this slow sign, and then you'll turn right. Okay, and then you'll immediately turn left. Now, as you're turning left, you see these two trees. One, two. They're side by side. What you want to do is go up to where the next tree is on the left. And from here, straight up from the right, are the Means graves. So let me get out of my car and go up there. Yeah. So getting out of my car and walking up the lane here. And here are the Means graves that are in the Estates of Serenity. This is my grandfather, Robert Means. He was actually born Robert Boyle Means, same name as his father. And he was born in 1902 in Scotland. He was born in Glasgow. And his father had immigrated over in about 1908, 1909. I think his father came over first, and then the family came over a year later. And he died in 1947. He didn't live a very long life. And his wife was Thelma Turner Means. We were just at the other graves. This is Thelma is a daughter of Commodore Turner and Minnie Stevens, and who's now buried Minnie Tullis from her last husband. But anyway, Thelma was born in this area, and she grew up in this area. She died in Florida. My dad took care of her near the end of his life, and she was down in Sarasota County. We were on Casey Key, is where my dad lived. But anyway, she did live to be ripe old age of, looks like 91 years old. So it's a very sweet woman, very well-mannered woman. And right behind Thelma and Robert is Walter and Esther Means. Walter Means was Robert Means' older brother. And Esther and Walter grew up here. He lived here. He went to the Masonic Lodge here. He was born in Scotland also. Esther, her maiden name was Prickett or Pritchett. I want to say Prickett, but it's one or the other. I'd have to look it up. I don't have my information with me. But they're buried right next to each other here in the Estates of Serenity. And the Estates of Serenity, by the way, used to be called the IOOF, the International Organization of Odd Fellows. Back in the early 18th century, well, 1800s, this place was originally a cemetery for them, and then it was changed to one for the general public. But anyway, this is where the two of the Mainses are at. Robert and Walter also had a older sister named Margaret. She was the oldest in the family. Her name was Margaret Sharp Crawford Means. By the way, Walter here is Walter Crawford Means. They're named after Walter Crawford, and who was their mother's mother. Walter Crawford was his mother's father, and Margaret Sharp Crawford Maines, the oldest sister who is not buried here, was named after their mother's mother. Okay. Robert Maines here was actually Robert Boyle Maines. He was named after his father, who was Robert Boyle Maines. And that's it for now.